I famously said 50-50 or bust, right? And I meant that financially, spiritually, emotionally. And there's just a lot of days that I have 10% and I need him to be 90. There's days I don't have shit and I need him to be 100. It's a trauma response. And 50-50 is I'm not going to be vulnerable enough to trust you with 100% of anything, not my heart, not my cash. And when I started to really address that, and I was like, do you want to pay whole mortgage? I thought I was about to die. I had such anxiety. Like I was crying, I was shaking. And he was like, you insisted on that. He's like, I thought it made you feel better. I'm like, it did. And right now I want to take it back. Now it sounds crazy to be like, you, Mr. NBA superstar who made a bazillion more amount of money than I do, can pay the mortgage, because I hate the feeling of releasing that to someone. And you release that to someone, chaos can happen. And it's brought us closer because he knows it's not about whether he can afford it. It's being vulnerable enough to be open enough to know that I'm okay. I'm okay as his wife. He's okay as my husband. I'm okay in this family. I'm okay in this home. I deserve it. And so I'm trying to expand my heart, expand all of the notions of what vulnerability can look like.
Look who's live. Welcome, ladies. I wanted to talk about Gabrielle Union because by the way, I did share a video in the Charm And Opulence group. If you're not in that group, go to the link in my bio and join, because there's a link there to join the Facebook group. If you're listening on YouTube, the link will be in the description. But yeah, I posted a video of Gabrielle Union having a change of heart. In an interview, she was basically talking about, her transition from going 50-50 to allowing her man to be the provider, and that's good news. That's really good news. So I hope you guys saw that video. But when I saw that video, I was like, yes, we are getting through to the girls. Okay, because I am not doing all this work after all these years for nothing, and it makes me so happy that women are no longer accepting the bare minimum. And I know, first of all, guys, I know some people are going to be like, oh, they're just celebrities, they're not like us, and I get it. But you have to remember that we as human beings, we are made up in a way where we want to kind of worship people and put people on a pedestal. That is human nature, and that's not going to go anywhere. Now, I say, no, this will help other women to do. Yes, it will help other women. So she was a mean girl for nothing. Girl, princess, listen, I don't know anything about that, because you all know the only reason why I cover some of these celebrity stories is because you all send me these stories in the DMs, and I pick and choose which one I'm going to cover. So if there's anything you all want me to cover, like, send me a DM, and if I feel it's worth covering, I'll cover it. Sometimes I do research and it's not even what you all think it is, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to cover this story because it was missing context. But anyways, but yes, human nature, our human nature is designed in a way for us to put people on pedestal, elevate people above ourselves, and basically worship people. So the topic is we're talking about Gabrielle Union saying no finally to 50-50. So some years ago, she came on the internet and basically said that everything is 50-50, we split the bill 50-50. And of course, the entire sprinkle hypergamy community was like, oh baby, no. I don't like to see that. And the reason why I sometimes cover these celebrity stories is because y'all are following these people, you all admire these people, a lot of y'all put these people on a pedestal, and a lot of us try to fashion our life like these celebrities, and we can sit here all day and deny it. It is what it is. I believe that we have to put ourselves, I judge her badly, oh yeah, me too, we have to put ourselves on a pedestal. We have to think of ourselves as a big deal. Glad she's not paying 50-50 to be a beard. Girl. I was a little bit skeptical about his sexuality, but now that you're saying that, I'm like, yeah, this is a confirmation, because he looks very sus. I remember she said that about how she was stressing over expenses. So now, y'all, she's singing a whole new tune. She's saying that, you know, it basically was a trauma response. So maybe she got therapy, or maybe she really thought about it. But later on, I want to talk about how you can renegotiate your position in a relationship. Because what a lot of women don't understand is that before you get into a relationship or a marriage with someone, you have to negotiate before you get into that relationship. Now, if you're not a member of the book club, because we learned this in the book club, okay? I think it was back in 2020. We read that book back in 2020 called Get Into I Do. That's the name of the book. And in the book, Pat Allen is the author, by the way. She was basically talking about negotiating and renegotiating your position in your marriage. But apparently he's making so much more money than her. And I believe that if a man is making more money than you, you shouldn't be stressing out about going 50-50 on the bills. That's not fair to us as women when we really think about it, because it's never 50-50. Every single relationship, someone is always given more than the other. That's life. It's never going to be an even, equal 50-50. Somebody is losing out. Somebody is getting a bad deal. In order for it to be a good deal, both of you all have to be benefiting in some way. Okay? So, you know, what a lot of people don't know about these celebrities is that a lot of times these celebrities are not working. And it's expensive to maintain their lifestyle. Maintaining the lifestyle is expensive. And not every celebrity knows how to manage their money well. You know, and this is something that we've been talking about lately in our book club, where we're basically talking about learning how to manage money and building generational wealth. And, you know, hi Jolie, hi Crystal, hey girls. If you're interested in, you know, building personal wealth and building generational wealth, you need to come and join the Patreon. Do you think that it's because of the end of the girl boss era? Princess, I'm not exactly sure if I understand what the girl boss era is, because let me tell you something. I don't think this is an era. This is something that a lot of women are struggling with post the feminist movement, etc. Okay, so for example, in my circles I have people that are married, and in some of those circles, some of the women are actually going 50-50, and in some cases the man is earning more money than her. And I'm like, you can always tell which woman is going 50-50. They don't be looking that great. They look stressed, they look tired. The husband looks more radiant than they do. And you can always tell, because I remember I was hanging out with these friends, and I was confused because I'm like, your husband earns more money than you. Why are you out here paying for your own food? Meanwhile, he was willing to pay for my food. And I'm not his wife. So, you know, what Gabrielle Union was saying, basically, in that interview, she was saying that when she, you know, asked him if he would pay the mortgage, like pay all of it, because, you know, I guess she was struggling. He was like, sure, because you're the one that wanted it that way. So you got to remember that men are very well easily led by us, okay? And it's very few men. I mean, there are some men that are going to be like, oh, there is no way that my wife is going to be paying bills. Some men are like that. But, you know, some men, you're going to get into the relationship and you're going to be like, oh, I want to pay bills because, you know, I guess I want to put my weight around. Like, some women believe that they have to bring something to the relationship other than themselves. They think that they have to come in the relationship contributing financially, when in reality the guy would be quite happy being the one that is paying all the bills. So sometimes women get themselves in these situations because they don't want to seem like this is what I think. I think the reason why she's doing all of that is because she didn't want to appear to be a gold digger or dating him for his money. And ladies, don't get yourself in that trap, okay? Because honestly, if you are afraid of men seeing you as a gold digger or seeing you as wanting them for their money, you have bigger problems, okay? There's no such thing as 50-50 financially between a man and a woman. The woman invisible labor adds up to way more. Absolutely, it really does. So there is no such thing as 50-50. Like, I don't mind, putting some of my income in a joint account with my husband. I don't mind doing that. But at the end of the day, I am not going to be paying these bills and paying mortgage. I'm not doing that. Because usually, if you move into his house, usually he already had them bills anyways. So why are you putting yourself in so much expense? Allow the man to be a man. But a lot of men, they are going to be okay with you offering to pay bills because you offered. And they think that, maybe you that's what you want because you want to be seen as independent or a feminist or whatever. Like, some men are going to go along with it, not because they don't want to pay or anything like that. It's not that. Because, the next person I want to see out of that situation is Salma Hayek. Okay? I need her to get out of that because Salma Hayek went and told the world that she feels so much pressure to make money because she's paying for her lifestyle. And she's married to a billionaire. If you marry a billionaire, especially if you yourself is not a billionaire, your entire lifestyle is about to change. Meaning that your lifestyle is going to become more expensive. Someone has to fit that bill, and it's not going to be me. There is no way on this God green earth I'm going to be dating a billionaire or married to a billionaire and paying bills. I'm not going to do that. And, unfortunately, just because, a man has a lot of money, that doesn't mean he's a provider. It doesn't mean that he's generous. Because all we have to do is take a look at Elon Musk. This man, oh my God. This man spends so much money on these silly little rockets that explode every time he launches them. And his ex-girlfriend was on the internet begging her fans for money to fund her, her album. Salma is too pretty for that nonsense. Yeah, Salma Hayek is out here paying her own bills. And, when I saw that report, it was a guy that was reporting it, and he was like, even men think it's crazy. So, ladies, it's crazy. Stop setting yourself up for failure. Okay, and I'm talking to the ladies that might be new, because this is gonna go on YouTube, so I know a lot of new people are gonna come across my channel. But do not feel ashamed because you wound up in some kind of 50-50 situation. We all make mistakes, okay? We all had our pick me moments, but you need to get out of it. And a lot of women are scared to confront their man and ask their man to be the one to step up and provide, because they've been doing the 50-50 for so long that they don't think that they can get out of it, and you can. Okay, there are two ways to get out of a 50-50 marriage. You either renegotiate, and that's based on the book that we read in the book club, and I highly recommend that you join. Like, if you're watching this right now, hit the link in the description and sign up for the book club on my Patreon, and listen to the replays, because don't just read the book. Like, you have to listen to the discussions that we had on there. That's my dog. Some women are too hyper-independent for no reason. They need to let the man take care of them. Yes, absolutely. Because, as a woman, when you get in a relationship with a man, you are given so much, and you should be compensated. See, you all see why I stopped doing lives? I have to, get used to going live again, because I do plan to do more lives. You don't need to give up your financial independence in order for a man to take you. Save your money, invest in your retirement, and let the man take care of you. Yes, I agree. Thank you, Crystal. I agree. I'm loving the fact that, not only is Gabrielle Union, not only did she have a change of mind or a change of heart, but I'm happy that she's actually sharing it. Because, some of them wouldn't come back and share it or tell you what's happening. But, I just think that is really interesting. And, so far, the response that she's getting seems to be positive. And you know what? It's about time. Let that man pay that damn mortgage. Y'all, first of all, I don't even know how much these celebrities' mortgages are. But that lifestyle is an expensive lifestyle. Okay? It's not a cheap lifestyle at all. You have to be earning a certain amount of money. And Gabrielle Union is an actress. And these actresses, sometimes they're not working for a long period of time. And you would see in the in the news or the magazines that, this person earned like $5 million for this movie. And what a lot of people don't know is that they're not going home with $5 million. First things first, they have to pay Uncle Sam, okay? And secondly, they have to pay all their staff. They have to pay everybody. So they're not going home with $5 million. I'm glad she's telling everyone. But she doesn't have any gigs. I don't know. And you see, the thing is, being a celebrity is very tricky financially, because it's one of those professions where you do not have consistent income, okay? And that's why a lot of them are out here becoming influencers. I mean, come on. They out here putting out content and making more TikToks and more YouTube than us. And of course, they have a team. They have editors or whatnot. Like, usually I have to do most of my work myself. I have a part-time, assistant, which is very helpful. But in reality, they're not working consistently. If they're not consistently working, they're not getting paid consistently. Sometimes they can go months, years without work, and that is crazy. Okay, so she doesn't have any gigs anymore. So yeah, so going 50-50 and you're not earning money consistently is crazy. That's crazy. And I wish her the best, but let's talk about renegotiating your position in a relationship. Okay, if you're in a relationship right now, or you're married, let's say you're married, okay, because honestly, I don't really consider relationship, because I'm thinking, you all know how I feel about boyfriend and girlfriend, and I don't believe in living together with a man that is not your husband. You all know I don't believe that shit. But let's say you're married and you agreed to go 50-50 in the beginning of that marriage. You need to have, and if you want to get out of it, you need to have a sit down with that man and talk to that man and negotiate some kind of deal or solution to get yourself out of that. Okay, if you can't do it, I don't know, just stop paying. Be like, hey babe, I don't have it this month. I don't think I'm gonna have it next month either, or what. Like, I don't care. You need to get yourself out of that situation, because it's stressful. You are very much stressed. The type of stress that women are dealing with in the workplace, we are not really built for that type of stress. Okay, men are built for stress. That's why men strive in the workforce. They strive in corporate. Okay, they are built for that kind of stress, not us. And I believe that women that have these high stress, these high stress jobs, I feel like those type of jobs, it's sapping from your feminine energy. And that's why a lot of these women come across as masculine, because they have an imbalance, okay, in the masculine and feminine, and that usually manifests in diseases. So I'm not gonna get into that, because that's a whole different conversation. That's a spiritual conversation. But these jobs are drawing from your feminine essence. It's drawing from your creativity. It's you basically sacrificing your creativity and your imagination and your femininity. And when you're constantly stressed about paying some damn mortgage, some raggedy mortgage, you're not going to be happy, okay? Because I promise you, you're going to be stressed out. You still have to turn around and sleep with this man. He might be cheating on you. He's not helping around the house. You have to do all the housework, or maybe you're rich enough to hire help. But you are doing so much, okay? And you're going to be stressed all the time. And that man is not stressed. I promise you that man is not stressed. He's not. Okay? So his body can handle it. His body is built for that type of stress. So you need to get yourself out of that situation. You need to follow the Pat Allen technique and negotiate your way out of that situation. A man is supposed to make your life easier, not harder. I agree. But in reality, you gotta remember, some of these women sign up for this. They willingly, with their own free will, sign up for this bullshit. Because, that couple that I'm talking about, that I know, there's no reason for this woman to be paying for her entire life. Like, she's paying for everything, okay? Like, even for her own wedding, she was paying for services and stuff like that, which I don't think is fair, because I know for a fact that man makes more money than you, okay? And they were together for like 12 years before they got married. So that's saying something. But you know, there are a lot of women that, you know, they probably grew up in poverty and they're not used to, you know, being spoiled by men. When I say spoiled, like, you know, wealthy women, they don't look at it as spoiling because that's expected. Okay? Why does he let her? Because he probably thinks that's what she wants. So, you know, go and watch that interview that Gabrielle Union did. He was like, well, that's how you say you wanted it, so I agree with it. Like, these men will agree with whatever you bring to the table if they want to be with you. And if you're telling a man that, oh, I'm going to pay the bills or whatever, I'm going to go 50-50, he's going to accept it. He's not going to fight you. For example, I told my husband right off the jump, I ain't no Mother Stewart. I'm not coming in here to do any 50-50. I'm not paying no bills. I told him, and he was okay with it. But if I had done if I had done it the other way around, if I told him that I'm going to pay these bills or whatnot, he would have been okay with that too. Some men are raised in a way that, you know, no wife of mine is going to be working or paying bills. There are some men that are like that. But men, especially men that are more progressive in thinking, they're going to think, well, oh, if that's what she wants, then I guess that's what she's going to have if it makes her happy. Because some women don't feel happy or they don't feel comfortable if they're not paying bills or contributing financially, because they feel like if they're not doing that, then the man can take advantage of them. And I heard something about Gabrielle Union. She was saying something about they had an argument, and in the argument he said, well, this is my house. Like, I don't take what people say seriously in an argument. In most cases, like, I don't care. I don't take it seriously, because I say some crazy shit too in an argument myself. So yeah, I think the reason why he let her is because that's the arrangement they have. She's allowing it because that man is willing to pay for my food, and if he's willing to pay for my food and I'm not his wife, then he could pay for yours. So that's when I realized that, you know what, it's her. She's the problem. She's the problem, y'all. Usually it's the women that are the problem, because you sign up for that shit. Why you would do that to yourself, I don't know, but that's what she signed up for. I haven't even listened to the video yet, but it's so rare that a pick-me woman changes their mind about 50-50 and put themselves first instead. I definitely didn't expect to hear that from Gabrielle Union. Yeah, girl, me too. Like, I'm shocked. I am shocked. But, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy because that meant that she did a lot of self-reflection. Like not everybody is self-aware. And, you know, she did a lot of self-reflection. She did the inner work. She realized that it was a trauma response, and, you know, she could relax and just let him take care of her. And I feel like, you know, Sierra went through one of those moments where she did a lot of deep self-reflection and inner work, and she was able to attract someone like Russell. But a lot of people are not self-aware, and a lot of people cannot recognize the negative patterns in their lives, so they're going to continue making the same mistakes over and over. And, you know, you're going to get resistance when you change your mind. So, I mean, I feel positive about this change. There might be people that are not happy with this change, and that's okay. You can't please everyone. He's supposed to provide more than what you can do for yourself. I agree. Paying when there is a billionaire around is wild. Girl, if there's a billionaire in the room, I don't have a purse, I don't have a wallet, I have no money, I don't have no cards, and nothing. I'm just here by myself. Okay? Because these men are willing, if these men are willing to pay for other people, then, and it's not the first time I've seen that. Like, I've seen several couples, and this is something that I have to talk to on my Patreon, because, you know, you'll know, on my Patreon, I have a tier on my Patreon that is dedicated for social climbing only. So if you want to social climb correctly, you need to sign up. But, you know, once you're in these circles, you see all type of shit. Okay? Not every millionaire is a provider. Not every woman married to a millionaire is being taken care of. Like, you all have no idea, but like this dynamic, I see it quite often in the circles that I'm running in. Okay? Like, there was this one time we went to, you know, a restaurant, and this guy paid for everyone, And I'm like, this man, if he's willing to pay for everyone and pay for the whole table, why are you paying for your own food? Like, there were times that, you know, we were both hanging out. Not both, we were all hanging out. And then you'd see the husband have a tab. And then the wife will go up and have a different tab, like pay, like, what? I'm Stevie Wonder when I see any bill and there's a man present. That's so funny. Yeah, I can't see shit. I had a friend who insisted on paying the bill to impress a man. I sat quietly and didn't say a word because I was not about to split the bill with her when the man was willing to pay and you want to. Yeah. And again, this is not something that is happening now. I remember, you know, back in the day when I was in my 20s, yeah? And there was this girl that I used to hang out with. We stopped hanging out because we had like a really, you know, weird falling out. Like, that situation traumatized me so much. But I remember, like, we would go out, okay? We both single, you know, we both looking for the boys. And we were dating the guys that were in oil and gas, y'all. Because back in the early 2000s, in my country, we had a lot of expats in my country, and they were residents, okay? And there was these places that you would go and you can meet them, and they had money because, I mean, oil and gas, okay? And then there was a construction boom as well in my country. So there were like a bunch of foreigners in the country because the local men were fucking broke and didn't like that type of lifestyle, you know what I mean? They would not, like the local guys just wanted to go to a bar and have like a couple of beers with you and meet you at your place and hang out, like, ugh, dusty, okay? Tell me why, you know, we will go out with these guys, okay? It will be like a double date or whatnot, you know, like he would bring a friend and, you know, we'll all go out on a date. Tell me why this girl was going up to the bar and buying drinks for everyone. Like, why are you buying these men drinks? What are you doing? They say women value will split bill on dates. What do you think? I don't understand that question. I don't understand that question. Please rephrase that question. Yeah. So I didn't understand why she was being like that, because and these men were very much willing to pay because they could afford to. It's pocket change. These men were making so much money. Men in oil and gas are making money, y'all. And like we were walking to the bar and, you know, we'll order the drinks and then she's taking her wallet out and paying. And I'm like, girl, what is you doing? Ugh. And you know, a lot of women think, you know, if I do this, they're not gonna think I'm a gold digger. I don't care. Like, I don't give a shit what they think about me. I don't give a shit. Like, I really don't. So, and ladies, you have to stop caring. You have to stop caring. Like, when you're dealing with men, ladies, don't leave room for these men to make you second guess yourself and, you know, question your worth. It absolutely is definitely pick me behavior. I'm loving the vomit emojis in the comments. You all had the video, so more people will see it. Umarani, please rephrase that question because I don't understand that question, girl. Ladies, you can go ahead and ask a question. I'd have cheered her on. Yes, boss lady. Girl, I was mortified because I've never seen that before, because this is the early 2000s. I'm young. I'm in my 20s. Like, I was about 25 or something like that. Okay? We are single, we dating, we on the prowl, we looking for, you know, the guys with the cash. But, you know, like, you can't, I can tell that she's hypergamous minded, but you can't be hypergamous minded but doing pick me shit. Because it doesn't make sense, okay? It's confusing. You sending out mixed signals. Don't send mixed signals. You're not going to get mixed signals from me, okay? I'm the type of girl that don't pull my wallet out when there's a man in my presence. They get the message. They know. Men know, okay? So I don't believe in offering to pay the bill or split the bill. I don't believe in that. I mean, we read a book recently, what men don't want women to know. Even though the book was pretty good, okay, because if you were in the book club, you would remember how bad the advice was. he would turn around. This is why you can't take men seriously, and you cannot take dating advice from men, because they're going to tell you the truth, and they're going to be truthful about some things, but the advice they're going to give you is only going to benefit men. It's not going to benefit you, because we were getting advice like offer to pay the bill even though you don't want to, have sex with him whenever he wants. Like, no, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not rewarding bad behavior. If I don't feel safe, and if I feel like I have to pay for shit in your presence, and we go out to dinner and I have to pay for my own food, then why am I here? If I want to pay for my own food, I will dine alone, or I will dine with my girlfriends. And sometimes even my girlfriends buy my food. So what are you doing here? Why are you in my face? Since hypergamy got out on social, I see a lot of women that love the idea of being hypergamous minded, but they're still very much pick-me's. I see it a lot with the women at my job now. Yeah, they listen, they have a long way to go, okay? They got a long way to go. Yeah, these women, they have a long way to go, but, you know, just keep your distance. Like, don't be telling them that, you know, that's pick me, whatever. Like, leave these women. They have to go through a little bit more, and eventually they're gonna find me or Shira or somebody. Okay, some people have to learn the hard way, but you know, not every woman was meant to be a bad bitch. Okay, bad bitches don't pay for their own food at a damn restaurant on a damn date. They don't, and men know this. There are men, if they have the opportunity to take Beyonce out, even though they know she's practically a billionaire, they'll still offer to pay for her damn food. If you go back on Netflix and you watch that documentary, Inventing Anna, that documentary about Anna Delvey, the reason why her boyfriend was paying for everything is because he thought that it was an investment, because he thought that she was going to be getting all this money. So men have their reasons, okay, for paying, buying you stuff and paying for your food or whatnot. But if a man is outright not willing to pay on a date and allowing you to go 50-50, then that is not the type of man that you want to entertain. After the COVID, I'm not going to say COVID, after the COVID, when they were doing freestyling, okay, at work, I don't even know what hypergamy or pick-me is. Never heard of those terms. Yeah, I agree. Act like you don't know shit. If you hear, especially at your workplace, like, I swear to God, people be trying to test you. People are trying to test you. Okay? So, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. The problem is women are outperforming and out-earning men, so the dating pool for hypergamy is small. Yes, it absolutely is. And the thing is, ladies, and I said this before, you have to make peace with the idea that you might be single for the rest of your life. There's a possibility that you're going to be single for the rest of your life. Okay, there's a possibility. But if you want to increase your chances of marrying well, there are ways that you can do that. There are strategies that you can use. And we talk about this all the time. In my groups, I have hundreds of videos on my Patreon. You can spend a few weekends binge watching or binge listening to the content that I have over there, and it's going to really help change you, you know, reshape your mindset, and you know, give you the tools and the strategies to increase your chances. Okay, but one way to increase your chances, ladies, of marrying well is not entertaining men that are on a lower social status than you at all. I rather be single than settle. Yeah, I agree. And let me tell you something. I was one of those women that had marriage on a pedestal. Okay, and I was entertaining a lot of guys that I should not have been entertaining because I really wanted to get married. But you know, a lot of the guys that I was entertaining, most of them were doing well financially. So you know, like, I never really like broke men like that. Not really. And I like men that are also generous. Okay. So if I'm dating a guy and I realize that he's not generous, I would never go out with him again. Like, I would literally cut him off, because I don't like that energy at all. I don't like stingy, cheap energy. I hate that shit. So anyways, yeah, but I was dating some men that I shouldn't have dated. I was in a relationship with men that I should not have entertained in the first place. But when I turned 32 and I broke up with my ex at the time, that was my ex before, my husband, and I met him while I was on vacation in Barbados, and then he moved to Panama and he invited me to come and stay with him in Panama. So I learned, living with that guy for over a year, I learned so much. One of the things that I learned is that I can't live with a man that I'm not married to. Another thing that I learned is that I can't live with a man unless I have my own room and I have my own bathroom. So those are the requirements that I had going in, okay? So my ex, he provided that stuff. He provided me with my own room and everything like that, and my own bathroom, and I was really happy about that. I can't be with a man that doesn't like his mother. So that was my ex problem. I did not want to be with a man that was financially irresponsible. He was a gambler. So that was definitely a deal breaker. I need to go back and attend your book club meetings. I miss it. I miss you too. Girl, come back. We have a book club meeting tomorrow. I'm reading a financial book, which is important because I feel like 2025 is should be a theme. The theme for 2025 should be finance and wealth management. That's our theme for 2025. But I forgot what I was gonna say, girl. But yeah, come and join in on the readings. And listen, even if you don't read the book, don't worry, you're still gonna get something out of it because I'm actually reading and we are discussing live. Going on trips is not all that is. What I realized too, especially when he's not investing in you in other places. Okay, I saw a video on TikTok recently, and I couldn't agree more with this video. This girl, she asked her mother, if a man takes you on vacation, is that considered a gift? And her mother said, no, it's not a gift. Because a gift, if a man gives you a gift, is something that he's not benefiting from. So if he takes you on vacation or he flies you out, he's getting to be with you, he's getting to cuddle up with you, he's getting to sit down and eat with you, and he's getting to be seen with a beautiful woman, he's having a good old time. That's not a gift, okay? If you go on a trip with him or he flies you out, enjoy yourself, okay? Because think about it. For the ladies that travel, you all know, okay? Because you all know I'm a traveler. Okay, I try to go on at least 2 or 3 trips a year. Think about all the money that you spend preparing for that trip. Think of the shopping that you have to do. You have to find the right outfits for that trip. You have to get your hair done on that trip before the trip. You have to get your nails done. You have all this stuff to prepare. It costs money. Okay? If you have a pet, you have to pay someone to sit that pet, to pet sit. That costs money. When me and my husband flew to Europe last year, we had to pay someone to come and take care of the animals because we have a lot of dogs and we have a lot of cats. And them bitches is expensive. So, yeah, it costs money, ladies. It costs money just to go on the trip. Even if you are not paying for that trip, it's going to cost you money. Okay? Do you think it's unrealistic wanting my own room even if I'm married? I am married and I have my own room. It is very realistic, okay? If you look back at wealthy people, they were not sharing rooms. The husband and wife had their own rooms. The king and the queen had their own wing. And even when you go back to the 50s, they had their own beds because there were plenty of these couples that had like these double beds. The beds were separate. So there's nothing wrong with having your own room. I do not know why people think this is weird. It's not weird. What's weird is sharing the same room and the same bathroom with a man, and every time you wake up he's in your face and you can smell each other's breath. Like, that shit is weird. Did Gabrielle Union's husband have anything to say about her change of mind? Not that it would matter what these nignucks think. I hope she's getting what she wants now. Basically, according to her, she said that he was okay with it, and he basically told her that you were the one that wanted this to begin with. So, I'm fine. He's okay with it. They do that because it benefits them. Sexy company, etc. Ask for things that only benefit you. If they say no, move left. Exactly. How do you negotiate your own room if he wants sex? You can tell him that. What do you mean? Like, do you plan to go on a trip with him and not have sex with him? Or Because if you're going to, let me tell you something, if you're going to go on a trip with a guy that is dating you and you don't want to have sex with him, that is weird, number one. Unless it's on, you're going on a family trip, that's how I can see it being okay. But no man wants to fly you out or take you on vacation if you're not sleeping with him. Okay? So if you're dating him and you don't want to have sex yet and you want to wait, avoid going on vacation with him for the time being. Okay? You all stop getting all giddy for a damn free trip. You all need to learn how to book your own trip, plan a trip properly, and go on your own trips. Planning a trip is easy. Okay? You don't have to buy the ticket and the accommodations at the same time. You can do it in segments. Okay? If I know I'm going on a trip in 6 months, I buy my ticket this month. The next month, I book my hotel rooms. The next month, I book my activities. And then the other month, that's when I'm shopping for, I do my online shopping and stuff like that for, my outfits. And by the third month, I'm just stacking the cash away so that I have money to spend on the damn trip. You all need to learn how to plan. Planning is a skill that a lot of people lack. Okay, because it's not that hard to go on a damn trip. It's not that hard, it's not that expensive. It can be done. So, stop trying to get free trips from a man, okay? If I'm going on a trip with a guy, I am going to be sleeping with him. If I don't want to sleep with him, I'm not going to go on a trip with him. I'm not going to do that tug of war of him getting me my own room or whatnot. If he agrees, that's great, okay? But if he doesn't, don't go. I will not share a bathroom. So, get one of those suites or something like that, where you have space. But most people that travel, they share rooms. When I go on a trip with my girlfriends, we share rooms, and sometimes we even share a bed. My husband said no because he thinks it will mean less sex. That's crazy. Just pick a bed and have sex. Exactly, that's all you're gonna do. What's a hard no for you? I kicked my ex out of my room after realizing I needed my own space. It just was not working for me. He was okay with it too. Yeah, that's the thing about wealthy and poor people. Wealthy people value space. This is why they have big houses. They value space. Space is important. I need more videos on how you plan your travels. You sound so organized. I book everything one time and get overwhelmed. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. The only time I'll probably do something like that is if it's a last minute trip and I have to go. And even that overwhelms me. I don't like it. Girl, getting my own room while being married, but he said no because he thinks it will mean less sex. Girl, get your own room. Don't listen to him. Okay? You can get your own room. If you both go to bed at the same time, okay, and he falls asleep, because trust me, he's going to fall asleep right after. That's when you get up and you go to your room. Okay, like, how much sex does he want? Like, you're going to have sex once for the night? Like, is he going to get up in the middle of the night while you're sleeping and then like, girl, stop playing with me. Hi, Gloria. Stop playing with me. Like, what are you doing, girl? Absence makes a heart grow fonder. Exactly. I agree. Space is important. And let me tell you something. When you have your space in a marriage, your marriage is going to last longer. It's going to last longer. That's what I'm saying. No truer words have been spoken. Girl, how did you get men to agree? What do you mean? Like, Mona Lisa. Girl, what are you talking about? I don't wait for him to agree. I just do. When we got married and I moved in, we were sleeping in the same room and the same bed for 6 months. After 6 months and the honeymoon wore off, I was like, okay, I'm over it. And I just came in this room. I just came in this room because this room was way bigger and this room has 2 windows instead of just one. Okay, so I have a window right there that I'm looking at, and I have this window over there, that one right there. Yeah? So right there, there's a window right there on my left. This is flip, okay, because I'm on Instagram, social media, and then there's a window right in front of me. So I have more light in this room. So they don't have to agree with you. If you want something, you get it. He gets what he wants, doesn't he? Do you always agree with him? I don't think so. Don't you have autonomy in the relationship? Yes, that's a good question, because Mona, you got me so concerned. What is going on? Mona, this is 2025. You have to be able to, make your own decisions and use your free will. We have free will, and this is what you are using your free will for? Asking for permission from a man? Like, just imagine you asking a man for permission, somebody's son named Steve. Imagine you have to ask Steve, somebody's son named Steve. Like, girl, come on. If I tell my man I need my own space, it's not up for debate. I absolutely agree. It's not up for debate. Maria doesn't ask permission for anything. Her husband is still obsessed with her. Plus, these men like bad treatment, keeps things interesting. That is a fact. Okay, this is what I'm going to tell you, ladies. You never ask for permission, you ask for forgiveness. Never ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. Don't be out here asking for permission. If you want to do something, especially, if you really, really want to do it, and, your soul feels drawn to doing that thing, you do that shit and don't ask for permission. Like, I don't believe in asking permission. That's why I'm not in that. That's why I was never a corporate body. I can't see myself working at a job where I have to ask to go to the bathroom. That doesn't make sense to me. Will this life be safe? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just do it, girl. Mona, just do it. Start moving in the other room slowly. Or maybe one night you sleep over there in the other room. I don't know. And besides, I don't know how much rooms you'll have in your house. Okay? Like, I refuse to live in a one-bedroom apartment with a man. Because if I meet a man and he has a one-bedroom apartment and he wants me to move in there with him, it's giving poverty. The couples that are always arguing and always in each other's faces are the ones that are sharing the same room and the same bathroom. Can you imagine getting up at 3 a.m. in the morning because you need to go pee, and then you rush to the bathroom, sit down, and boom, you fall inside the damn toilet because you didn't put the seat down? Or imagine you go to the sink to wash your face or brush your teeth and you can see hair in the sink. That's nasty. Men are dirty. Even Shira said it. No matter how much you train them, some of them do have good hygiene, but they tend to be kind of nasty. Like, forgetting to flush the toilet. Like, girl, ew. I don't know how y'all do that. I don't even know what Charles' bathroom looked like because I haven't ventured there in a long time. I forgot what that man's bathroom looks like. Pee on the floor, exactly. Girl, don't make me cuss. Decenter your man, exactly. Decenter that man and decenter yourself. You get a good advice in the comment section, Mona Lisa. And Mona Lisa, you got awfully quiet, girl. Are you still there? Decenter your husband. So, ladies, I really do appreciate that you all came on this live. But I always say that, I'm going to go live more often, blah, blah, blah. You all need to hold me accountable because she said I'm here. Okay, good. So, yeah, you all need to hold me accountable. Like, if a week goes by and there's no live, you can come in my DMs and be like, girl, where's the live? Yes, the live will be saved. Absolutely. Absolutely. Decenter that man. Like, I really miss connecting with you ladies like this because I remember back in the day on Facebook, oh my God, those lives used to be so much fun. And I was very fiery back then. Like, I would be dragging, I used to be snatching edges. Okay, the OG girls, they know. How often do you intend to go live? Honestly, I would like to go live as often as Shira, but I'm not going to fool myself because I wouldn't do it. Because the thing is, the difference between me and Shira, and like a lot of y'all don't understand this, is that Shira stays in the house. Shira stay up in the house. I have to leave my house every day because I have interests, I have hobbies. Because y'all know I'm on my social climbing journey. So I have to go to meetings. I'm a member of different clubs, and I'm out there living a life. I'm going to events and stuff like that. And sometimes I'm also part of the committee that is organizing the events. So I have to be out of the house sometimes. Okay? So if I had, the luxury to, be super content with my life the way I am, and just, stay up in the house all day. But I have goals, because prior to this journey, I realized that I didn't know a lot of people. Like, I didn't know a lot of people at all in my own country. And there are very interesting people in my country, believe it or not. Now that I'm on this journey and I'm meeting so many people, there are so many interesting people that I'm meeting. And I'm in rooms that I never dreamed that I would have been in, which is crazy. So yeah, I'm out here doing the work with y'all. Okay? And this is one of the reasons why Shira's message doesn't really evolve, because she stays in the house and her life is pretty much the same. The only thing that is different now is that she has more followers and she has more money. And I'm happy for her. So, like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, I would really have to sacrifice in order for me to be able to go live that often. Y'all know what I mean? Are you getting what I'm saying? I don't know. Our Facebook days were lit. Yeah. And in those days, I used to be in the house, just like Shira, all the time. I used to be in the house, y'all. So I had time. Okay? I like him discussing things with me that he wants as well. Okay. For the month of March, fuck what he wants. And just for the month of March, put yourself first. Start practicing, okay? Because a lot of women are not used to putting themselves first. A lot of women are people pleasers and they put everyone else's needs above their own, and we don't do that here. So to answer your question, Princess, how often do I intend to go live? Girl, I don't know, but ideally it would be nice to go live once or twice a week. Our Facebook days were lit, absolutely. Yes, he was so mean. And listen, I was mean, but I had good intentions. But then I realized that, you know what? Let me just pull back. And the reason why I am no longer that mean is because, back in those days, you can tell who was serious or not. Like, it was really hard. So, when I monetize, that's when I realized that, like, the people that were really, really about that life and were really serious about their journey, I don't have to yell at them because they're serious. I don't have to yell at y'all or drag y'all anymore. Like, I don't have to. Them people, they're gone. Okay? And yes, it was entertaining, but it was also draining and frustrating. So I'm really glad I don't have to deal with that foolishness anymore. Have you watched the new Meghan Markle show yet? No, I haven't. Y'all, don't ask me anything about no shows. Y'all, my life is busy. I don't even have time to sit down and watch shows on Netflix. Okay? At best, I get about an hour throughout the day to scroll on TikTok, because at least TikTok is fun. And sometimes if I'm not doing anything, maybe I'm sitting having breakfast or I'm at home, I can talk to my friends on WhatsApp or whatnot. But other than that, girl, I ain't got time to watch nothing. But I'm waiting for the next seasons of Wednesday. I'll make time to watch that. The next season of Stranger Things, definitely want to watch that. I don't know when they're coming out, but they're supposed to be coming out this year. But other than that, I'm not on Netflix, y'all. Yes, I understand. Okay, good. Yes, in the house, fanning yourself with Trixie. Yeah. Okay, we'll be there for that. Okay, where's your hair from? Who is this? Cheek Babe. Send me a DM and I'll send you the link. Especially if you're a black woman, get out of always being in servitude of men, and stop caring about how they feel. Putting yourself first is healthy and so special. Exactly, I agree. So many women, especially black women, especially women in Africa. Mona Lisa, are you African? Like, are you from the motherland? So many African women sacrifice everything for their husbands. Like, I don't understand that shit. I don't. They are hating on her. Who's hating on who, girl? Her show is boring, but it's cute. Okay. Oh, they're hating on Megan. Of course. Are we surprised, girl? Which Patreon do you recommend for a beginner? Book club or book club? Okay, I recommend book club for the beginner. If you want to elevate your social status, because in order for you to meet affluent men, you need to social climb. If you want to also do that, you can just go straight to the aspiring socialite tier and you will have access to all the other tiers, including the book club. I couldn't finish watching her show either. It was cute for a second, but then, yeah, I heard it's boring. Caribbean woman too. Listen, some Caribbean women get on my nerves. Let me tell you something. Caribbean women are, let me tell you all the truth about Caribbean women. Caribbean women are either a damn pick-me, a raging pick-me, or a bad bitch. There's no in-between. Am I lying, Hannah? Because you're from the Caribbean too. Crystal, you're from the Caribbean. Caribbean women are either a bad bitch or a pick-me. And the pick-me's are plentiful. They way outnumber the bad bitches. Yeah, exactly. Caribbean women, there are a lot of pick-me ass bitches here in the Caribbean. Pick-me's. Okay? So, the bad bitches, oh my god. Like, I listen, the bad bitches are so funny. Because some of them, they don't give a shit. Like, they're gonna come on the internet and start snatching wigs. Like, those girls are so brave. Like, those girls get on TikTok and they're like, I don't want no broke man. And the comments, y'all, whew. Listen, the Caribbean really enable dusty pick-me culture. Coming from a French Guadeloupean. Okay, girl, being in Nigeria, women here are very hypergamous. That's good. That's good, but, you know, I'm not really saying the whole of Africa, by the way, y'all. But, you know, some of these African countries, a lot of these African women are pick-me's. And it's the same in the Caribbean. So maybe it's something in our DNA. I don't know, because I don't see... I mean, there are a lot of pick-me white women. But if a man loses his money and he falls off and he's lost his job, if his wife is black, she's going to stick by him until until he gets back on his feet. Like, white women, a lot of white women, they already signing them divorce papers. They already filing up them divorce papers. So, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. So, the women here are either bad bitches or pick-me's. There is no in-between. Fat and ugly, bad bitch. Pick-me ass, pick-me, bad bitch. Hypergamous queen. There is no in-between. Okay, and then the bad bitches come in all class. Like the lower class bad bitches, they be looking good. They have the bust down and thing, and they dating drug dealers. Okay, they are not dealing with nobody's dusty son. Period. They dating drug dealers and dancehall artists, soca artists. That's what they're doing. Okay, hold on. I love Nigerian women. They know their worth and tax. Yes. I don't care about how much social media they're listening to about hypergamy. They just pick-me's regurgitating shit they hear on the internet because it sounds good. Yeah, but deep down they pick-me's. And you know, being a pick-me is something that is ingrained in you. It's like it's a belief system. It's a core belief system. So yeah, you're gonna sit there and regurgitate stuff, but deep down you don't believe it. You don't believe that you deserve to be treated like a queen. Like, come on. I think all women are programmed to be pick-me's. Absolutely. And you know, you get that programming from birth. I did a video. I'm gonna post that video tomorrow on YouTube because I was replying to someone who asked, how do you deal with, you know, being raised in a home by a father who hates to see you resting? Okay, and stay tuned for that video. The white women be paying too and not telling anyone. That is true. You know, so they come in all race and class. Like, pick-me's come in all race and class. Like, the most humbling thing is getting into wealthy circles and realizing that there are pick-me's in there. I'm just saying. They already have a second plan out, white women. She might even marry his professional BFF. That is so funny. Vibes Cartel. Nigeria. Oh, Crown, do you have something to say, girl, about Nigerians? Do you like my new backdrop? I saw this at the store the other day. It's just a room divider, and I love this. On days when I don't feel like cleaning my house or my room, I can just put this in the back, so y'all don't see the mess behind there. But I think it's really cute. Maria, your expressions, yeah. She said, I like your backdrop, it's cute. Yeah, I like my backdrop, it's so cute. I was like, because I see them all the time at the stores, and I never get them. But then I saw this one, I was like, oh, this is different. I was going to ask about your backdrop. Yeah, like maybe I should like, you know, put like a little like a little coffee table here, and you know I can have like my little coffee. Like I don't know what you all think. It's cute. And I'm wearing this dress. You remember this dress from my birthday? Y'all, I got this dress. This dress is a House of CB dupe from Shein, and it's such good quality. Okay, because I went out earlier. I went out for lunch earlier, and I'm still wearing the dress. And every time I wear it, I get so many compliments. Oh, and some flowers too. Yes, good idea. Like some flowers. Yeah, absolutely. So then I can have like, you know, I don't know. Let's see how it works. So anyone has any questions before I go? I've been here for like about an hour. Not bad. So anyways, just to wrap it all up, y'all. This is good news in the hypergamy community. Gabrielle Union is free at last. Okay, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, she's free at last. Okay, and listen, I know a lot of people have, you know, their feelings towards Gabrielle Union, but I've always been a fan, especially from the first time I saw Gabrielle Union was in that movie Bring It On. You know the cheerleader movie? That was the first time I seen her, and I was like, wow, this girl is beautiful. This girl is stunning. Let me tag her. That's so funny. This girl is stunning when I tell you. So yeah, that was my first impression of Gabrielle Union. She did some of her work that she did after that, was some of them was good, but not all of them. But you know, I wish her the best, and I hope she gets more work now that she can save her money, so she doesn't have to worry about a damn mortgage and them damn bills and going 50-50. That is so ghetto. Like, if ladies, if you want to go 50-50, marry a gay man. Okay, have a lavender marriage, or live with your BFF. Okay, be like the Golden Girls. Okay, watch the Golden Girls, because that's where a lot of us are going to end up. Because guess what, our husbands are going to die, and we're just going to be spending a lot of time with our girlfriends when we're older. Okay, our girlfriends from the country club. You know what I mean? Advice to women who are still stuck in 50-50 how to get out or change it. This is how you get out. You just stop paying the bills. Okay, let me tell you something. You have to be, you can't be afraid of change, because sometimes change can be very uncomfortable, but sometimes change is what you need to get you to your full potential. So for example, you start paying them bills, and guess what's going to happen? He's either going to be okay with it, or he's going to get angry, and he's going to demand that you pay the bills, and then next thing you know, you're all fighting, and you know he's threatening to divorce or whatnot. Then that is good too. That is good. Stop trying to keep the peace at your own expense. I believe that a lot of these women that are getting cancer and dying, because recently, you know, I went to a funeral. This woman, she died of cancer, and she was some kind of doctor or something, and she was married, and they live in a beautiful home in a beautiful, one of the high-end neighborhoods here in my country. And I'm like, this poor woman battled with cancer and failed. And I'm like, sometimes I feel like these women get sick because of their husbands, because the husband is healthy. I'm gonna post the live on YouTube. The husband is healthy. So I'm like, a lot of women are sick, okay, getting cancer and stuff like that, is because they're angry and stressed the fuck out. So if he's angry and he wants to leave you because you don't want to pay the bills anymore, that's good. Only two things can happen in that situation. He's either going to be okay with you not paying the bills, and he's going to adjust, or he's going to have a fit, and then you will really know how he feels about you. Stop paying the bills, or have a conversation with him. Like Gabrielle Union, she said she had a conversation with the man, and she was so scared, she was terrified, but she got what she wanted. Have a conversation with him and negotiate your situation. Be like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. You know, I'm really struggling, and I would like it if you can step up and pay the full mortgage and pay all the bills. It's that simple. Don't be scared, because guess what? It's going to be uncomfortable, but best case scenario, he's going to be okay, baby, don't worry. Worst case scenario, he's going to be like, hell no, you gotta pay, you gotta work. pick up extra shifts. If you're hearing that, that is your cue to leave. Start planning your exit immediately. Stop paying. Okay, don't pay another bill there, especially if you plan to leave. He's either going to get used to it, or he's going to tell you, get the fuck out. You win either way. And I know it's hard because a lot of women invest so much of their time and energy in these relationships and marriages. But he's been getting a sweet deal for so long. It is time for you to get something out of that situation. Because it's a bad deal, honey. It's a bad deal. We talk about this in the book club. You live in San Francisco and I live in, okay. Them gay men won't let you pay either. Exactly. Some of them won't even let you pay. Remember those viral videos with women telling their men they can't pay rent this month? Remember some of the responses? Yes. Oh my God, yes. Crystal, I remember that. You all remember that that trend? It was on TikTok. And those videos were going viral. Like the women were saying, oh, I can't pay the rent this month or whatnot. And some of those reactions by some of those husbands was very telling. And like, I hope that those women get out of that situation, but they probably not. They post that shit to get views and get sympathy or whatnot, but they're not gonna leave. We know that. The response that was bad, those women need to get out ASAP. Exactly. Their husbands have them out. They're stressed and being corporate bodies. Yeah. I really do believe that some of the reason why these women are getting sick is because of their living situation, their marriage with their husband. These women are working too much. His true colors will come out. You are so right. Exactly. Stop paying the bills. If you want to see how a man feels about you, stop having sex with him. If you're paying bills in the house and you want to see how a man feels about you, stop paying the bills and see what happens. Just stop doing it. That's the only advice I can give you. Stop immediately. Telling him no will bring out his real character. Absolutely. If you want to know how a man's character, tell him no. Men that struggle to accept no are a red flag. I know some women don't even realize when they're stressing. They blame themselves. They were telling on themselves. Absolutely. I think I catch up with all the comments, ladies, and unfortunately I have to go. It's getting dark. Okay. And I have to go on my little hot girl walk. So I'll see you all soon, and I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I'm gonna try to post it tomorrow or Monday. I don't know, because I will probably want to edit it. But I'll see you guys in the book club tomorrow. The book club meeting starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or is it 5 p.m.? 5 p.m. I don't know. When is that time changing? Because I thought they were going to change it this weekend. Can someone tell me? Because right now it's 5:45 p.m. here in my country, and Eastern Standard Time is 4:45. So when is the time going to change? Before I go, can someone answer that for me? Tomorrow time changes. Okay, so tomorrow our meeting will be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not in the book club, hit the link in my bio. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the link in the description and come and join. Okay, we are reading about wealth management, managing your money, etc. Because one thing that I want all my bodies, all my followers to be is good with money. I want all of you all to be financially literate. By the end of 2025, all of us need to be financially literate. Okay, ladies? By the end of 2025, we have to be really good at managing our money. This is what I want. Okay? It's a great book, ladies. Yes, it is. It really is. It's a great book. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.